everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome back to my game of Vantage. I think I'm getting a better grasp of this game, so I'm going to go ahead and play another round, Explore. As always, I start with the 000 card, which is on the back of the Book of Vantages. You don't look in this book unless you're instructed to, but the back tells you the story. I'm on a spaceship. There's been a mysterious signal from the Traveler, so the ship arrives in orbit, and it says create the dice pool challenge, or the dice pool, and it says you get 8 of these plus 2 per player. So I will get 10 dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I am going to be playing a certain hero, but let's go ahead and roll randomly for it. I've already played red. I'm done with red. I've already done with red. Let's do another one. Red, come on. This die is fixed. Orange. I think I've played orange. Let's do somebody new. Let's do blue. I'm just going to pick one. Blue is 1435. All right. So I'm going to place my explorer named Jules, the captain. I'll place her here in the center. She starts with 2 boost tokens. So 2 of those. And after that, it says each player sets the trackers. I'm playing blue, so I will set my trackers on. We'll play a normal game, which is difficulty of 4. That will be that. The first player gains 2 skills at random. So let's roll 2 random dice. And I start with orange and purple. So I will keep those, orange and purple. Keep those in here. And then it says, then everyone goes to location 01. What was this for? Each player gains 2 skills at random and places the matching mission. This is the mission. So let me roll for the mission. The mission is red-green, which is 1591. 1591. And let me get to that one. With this game, you have to bear with me as I have to find cards. All right, so we have the mission, which I think I've done this one before. Start a new settlement. You must have at least 1 shelter built. Okay. I will put that here for my mission. And we go to card 001, which is, then everyone goes to location 01, which can be found on the back of the Book of Secrets. All right, so we go to the Book of Secrets, which is, where's the Book of Secrets? All right. Here it is. All right. So the back of the Book of Secrets tells you the story, and it's the same story each time. My jettison pod launches me down to the planet to a random area. So it says each player gains a different skill, places the location in their location card holder, and follows the instruction. So I roll this. Blue. It's card 002. This is my starting location, which I will just put here in front of me. And it says, your escape pod seals tight, ejecting towards the planet in a completely different direction. Gain 2 random skills and crash onto the location. So each player should now have 2 skills from this location and step 2 on location 00. From that location and on location 00. So I was supposed to get 2. Your escape pod skills type gain 2 random skills. So I've got the 2, so I'm supposed to get 2 more. Oh, this tells me where I land. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's roll this. Orange. 7. Now it says if you roll doubles, you can roll for an easier location. They're usually more difficult. I rolled a yellow-blue. Card 316. So this will be my starting position. 316. All right. And I rolled an orange-blue, so I get those 2, and I have 4 skill tokens, and the game is ready to start. All right. It says, as you walk along the path, a large mushroom sprouts legs and saunters towards you, its tendrils tasting the air near your feet. Now, I've had some people tell me there's some better ways to survive this game that I wasn't thinking about. On my character card, my character has some abilities, which I can use these as often as I like. You can only use one location ability per location card, but I can use these often. So I'm going to do an equip. I'm going to take the green book, and it's your character card number. So card number 1435, and I'm doing a green 1435, and it says equip your saber, and it costs 4. So I will roll 4 dice, and it is a green. And I do not have any green tokens, so I've got to roll all 4 dice. Look at that, 4 neutrals. So nothing hurts me, but they do go away. Now, you always succeed on whatever you try. It just has a cost, and in this case, the cost was 0. 1435 says equip your saber. Perform this action at most once per game. The saber feels like a little slice of home. Gain item 1299. So 1299. All right, so I have a sword. I will put that over here. And it says for 2 cubes, gain a move or gain your first personal objective. Now, here's what I do know. I gain these cubes by performing this action right here, which is a move action. So I can cash in 2 of these to gain a move token or gain your first personal objective. Awesome. All right, now before I do anything else, I want to do a master. I'm not quite sure what this is. I've never done a purple one before, or I don't think I have. We're going to do a master 1435. I don't need to buy anything because I don't have any money. 1435 says, master some survival skills. It costs 5. You can perform this once per game. So that's why I just never thought about it. 2, 4, 5. That leaves 1 die. Let's roll it. All right, I got 2 of these, so those go here. And I got a star, morale, and a time. All right, so I can put one of the stars here. And I can't put one there, I can't put one there, and I can't put one there. So I'm going to lose a morale and a time. And these go here. All right, so let's read it. 1435. You master some skills that may help you to survive this planet. Gain experience card 1454, 1 purple, and 1 overpower. So I get a red and a purple token. And I gain card number 1454. 1454. All right. I have an experience. All right, I'll put that here. Let's put it up here. It can store a red symbol if I do a red action. It can also store a purple. That symbol stands for obstacle or something, I can't remember. And it says, if full, at the end of your turn, you must lose this card and gain a red or purple. You may then replace your character with 1441. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So I've done that. The only thing I haven't done is the buy action, and I can't do it because I don't have any money. So we are ready to start exploring. My goal is to build a settlement. Now, on this location card, there is a sentient moving towards me. I can chase it, observe it, mimic it, feed it, grab it, or hunt. I don't want to kill it, although I do have a sword. I could observe it for a moment. I'm going to do that. I'm going to observe the mushroom because I don't know what it's going to be. I need the purple book, and I'm going to look up 316. And 316 says it's going to be a cost of 2, and it's called Observe the Animal, so it's not a sentient. Now here's the problem. It takes 2 dice. There's only 1 left, which means everything gets refreshed, and I roll my 2. Now it's a purple action, so I'm going to spend a purple to reduce that by 1. And I got the setback. So it goes back in here and it does not burn a die. So 316, even up close, the animal is nearly indistinguishable from a large mushroom, albeit one that can walk and make sounds. It seems to have a friendly disposition. Gain a boost and 1 engage. So I gain a boost and 1 engage. Engage is the orange token, so I got another one of those. And it says you may continue. Now, may means I don't have to, but I can do another action on this card, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to feed it. I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to hunt it. So about the only thing I could do now is let's do a mimic. Interesting. I've got 2 orange, so it's probably safe to maybe burn some more dice. Mimic 316. 316 says, mimic the animal sounds. It costs 1. I will spend an orange to just do it. I don't have to roll any dice. And it says, it's a bit like talking to your cat. It doesn't make sense, but it does delight the creature. Gain animal 843. 843. So now I have a companion. It's called a shroom. It can store an orange action die. And it says, with 2 of these, the animal is now loyal. All right, so I'm going to put this up here. Actually, I'm going to put it down here. And it doesn't start with anything, but it will get loyal to me if I can do 4. And by the way, I don't get to continue. So let me double check that, but it was 316, mimic. Yeah, no continue. So I've got to do a depart, which means I need to leave this area. Now, I've been doing this wrong in the past. I forgot that it takes 1 die action when you move or do a depart action. I can move north, south, east, or west. I'm going to go north. There's a structure up here. So we're going to go to 321 and see what's there. 321. 321. And this one will go back in the box. 316, 314, and 316. All right. We're at location 321. It says, a sentient waits patiently in front of a large building. There's something about their... Oh, yeah, hold on. I got to roll a die when I move there. Sorry. It is a star, but I did a move action, so technically I can put it here and I gain another boost icon. Up to 6 I can store there. All right. Actually, maybe I want to put it there. I'll put it here. This, actually, if I put it here, I gain another cube for this. So that's what I'll do. I'll put it there. The cube will go here and not here. All right. It's because it says once I fill this up, I can spend 2 to gain my first personal objective. All right. Ascension waits patiently in front of a large building. There's something about their posture that reminds you of your boarding school headmaster. Now, once again, I can enter, learn, ask, offer, stall, or subdue. Let's do let's do an ask. Let's talk to the sentient first. 321. 321 is ask the sentient about this place, and it costs 2. I will spend an orange. Actually, I want to roll both because I want to put 1 here at least, and I don't want to use my last token. So I will use 2. And excellent. This goes here, and I can take this one and store it here and put a cube on the mushroom. So it's almost loyal. What was the number? 321. The sentient shares that this is the Universal Academy, where students gather from around the world to learn magic. You are welcome to join, go to 600, or stay outside, gain a boost. That's not going to help me fulfill my goal, so right now I'm not going to worry about that. I'll stay outside and I gain a boost. And it doesn't say I can continue, so we're done. All right. So looking at this, I don't want to go inside. I can go inside would be the special. I can go left, right, or back to 316. Well, I'm not going to go back. Let's go west to 320, which just means I flip this over, but I do have to roll a die. And I got a star. I can put that right here to gain another cube. And these cubes allow me to, I can trade them in to re-roll dice. So I got to remember to do that. Okay. So I'm going to 320, which means I just flip it over. A branching path out of the forest is accompanied by a tower. There's a tower and some sort of strange beacon thing here. All right. Right here, I can scale. I can climb the tower, study it, transmit, craft, hack, or pluck. Let's climb it. No, I don't want to do that. Study it. Let's transmit. Let's try to transmit something. But that's not going to help me with this. I could do a purple. Study it. That's not helping me with my starting a settlement either. Let's go. No, let's just do a. Well, you have to do at least one action, I believe. So I will study. We'll do a purple. Study 320. 320 is study the tower, and it costs 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm doing a purple, so I will cash in one of the purples to remove one die, and I'll roll 2. I got that and a time. The time, I can't put it there. But I'm going to re-roll it. Since I got 5 of these things, I'm going to spend, it says spend a cube and re-roll one of your dice. Gain a move token if the result is unchanged. So right now it's a time. It's a star, which is excellent. I can put that here and I don't lose anything. All right, that's all I got. Let's go ahead and go north to this glowy object. It will be card 701, and it will cost me 1 move. I am going to use a move token to reduce that to 0, which means I just move there. I'm going to 701. 701. Okay, 1 second. 701. All right. 701. I hear a voice in my head from the traveler. I've never been able to enter this box of pure light, so please proceed with caution. Enter is always available. I can choose to go into it. That means you can do that as many times, or you can do something else and then choose to enter. Let's, do I want to enter it? There's not much else I can do. I could weaponize it, but I don't want to do that. That just doesn't sound like a good thing. Let's just choose to... Let's choose to study it, because enter is always an option. So we'll study. That's a purple, 701. 701 is study the inner workings of the box, and it costs 6. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the rest of these go up here. And I don't have any purple, so I'm just going to roll them. All right, these two go here, and I can put this star here. I did a study, which is purple, which none of these are purple. So let me re-roll. I'm going to spend 1. And I'm going to re-roll the heart, the time. And it's a star again. So I'll lose that. I have a heart and a star. I'll spend another one to re-roll the star, because I don't want to lose that. And it's that, okay. That means I lose a heart, which that's all I can do. All right. So I need to do card number 701. Study the box. The box is a combination of technology and sorcery. You have a very bad feeling about entering it. Gain less than 1430 and a boost. 1430. 1430. It's a spell. Interesting. I've never seen this. A magic, a lesson. So I can do a learn, and I get to learn spells 1376. So I'm going to put that here. And it says if I spend a purple and dice, I can learn the spell. Tapping into mana requires risk and sacrifice. Gain lesson 1431. You may lose this card. And then if I learn it, I guess I can learn the spell 1376. I don't know. That's a good one. So I did the study. I gained this. And now, do I want to enter it? Probably not. But I can choose to learn this spell. A simple spell, tapping into mana requires risks. Okay, so it's just the more dice, the greater the chance that I roll this time, which will allow me to learn the spell. Do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do it. Roll all 4. That's gonna. Oh, that may not be good. This is tough. No, let's not learn it yet. We'll keep exploring. All right. My only options, I'm not going to enter, so I can go west, north, which I don't want to do. That's enter, I believe. So let's go to the east. Let's go to 707. 707. And I need to roll one of my movement dice. I'll re-roll it. It's a time, of course it is. But I can put a movement here to gain a token here. And it says I can gain a movement or gain your first personal objective by cashing in 2. Let's do that. Let's cash in the 2. And it says gain 1609. 1609. So my personal objective is to enter an underground location. I don't know where I put this. I think I just put it aside. And it says if you enter or are currently inside a cave, go to 1609 in the Book of Secrets. So I'm not. But I was able to gain a personal objective, which is kind of cool. All right, this one says, an airborne animal gasps for breath as it hurtles towards you. A steep hill is at your back. I can guide, observe, mimic, rescue, catch, or relieve. The only thing that's going to help me, let's try to, mimicking it probably isn't going to help me. Let's try it. Let's do an orange mimic, 706. Mimic the whale song, 2 dice. It's an orange. I will spend an orange to reduce it by 1. It's a heart, but instead of losing it, I'll place it here, which gives me another token, and then I can trade in 2 to replace this with animal 844, which is what I'm going to do. So I think this goes here, yeah. 844. 843, 844. All right, I now have a tamed mushroom. For one of the tokens, charm. If interacting with a sentient or animal, reroll up to 2 challenge dice. All right, not bad. Okay, so I did the mimic. Let's read what it says. Mimic 706. Unaccustomed to hearing this song from someone like you, all 4 flying whales drift towards you, the chase forgotten. One dips towards you, offering you a perch on its back. Gain animal 840. Just finding all kinds of creatures here. 840. So I now have a whale, a sky whale. For 2 tokens, the animal is loyal. So to tame it, I need to do move tokens. Put move tokens here. All right. And there wasn't anything else I can do, so I have to leave. From 706, let's go to 392. Let's keep going west. 392. Okay, 392, and I have to roll a die. That will go in here. 392. To your left is a steep wall, the base of which is spotted with berry patches. Now, is there anything I can do to... Well, I just did a move. No, I did a depart. That's not the same. All right, so I follow, scan, ask, brew, consume, or pluck. I've got a yellow. Let's try some of the berries. I may be regretting this. We're going to do yellow 392. 392 is consume some berries and it costs 2. Well, unfortunately, 1, which means these go back up here. I'll reroll 2. Actually, I reroll 1 because I used a yellow. And I got a time. Now, the time I can't put in any particular place, so I'm going to re-roll it by cashing 1 in. And great, I did get, this is here. That goes there. All right, so 392 yellow says, roll 2 skill dice up to 2 times. If you roll at least 1 green, gain 2 health. Otherwise, lose a health. So roll 2 dice 2 times. I need a green is what I need. And I didn't get it. And I didn't get it, so I lose a health. All right, so the berries must have not been very good. And there's no continue, so the only thing I can do is go north or back the way I came or south. Let's go north, 393. So I'll flip it over, roll a die. And that goes here. And 393 says, there's a warning. If this is your first visit, reserve 1 card from your grid and then go to 392. So I have to move 1 of my cards to the grid, to the reserve. I don't know if I'll need the sword anymore, so I'm going to reserve that. All right, you feel a sharp tug as your inventory is pulled toward a massive metal elemental. All right, I can summon, prepare, greet, release, siphon, or slay it. Again, I'm trying not to kill anything. Maybe I greet it, orange. Let's try that. We'll do an orange 393. Did I pay the move when I did this? I can't remember. I think I did, yeah. 393. 393 is greet the elemental. It costs 2. I don't have any orange tokens, so I'll roll both. I got a star and a setback. I can put this here to put a cube on it, and that's good. And it says 393, greet the elemental. All right. The elemental fills your mind with visions of grandeur and an intense compulsion to release it. Centuries ago, the sentients of this world banded together to tether this elemental and others of its kind, preventing them from freely roaming and ravaging the planet. Gain a boost and 2 help. You may continue. I get a boost and 2 green. Okay. And it says I may continue. No, I don't know if I want to release it. That sounds bad because it says they tethered it to prevent it from freely roaming and ravaging the planet. It doesn't sound like a smart idea. So instead, let's no, I'm gonna go south to 392. Well, that's back the way I came. All right, let me think. All right, I could go north, east, or west, but those are going to be a depart action. Let's do it. I don't want to go back the way I came. So we'll do a depart, which is the dark blue, which is, where are you? So many books. All right, the depart. I'm going to go, do I want to go north or west? Let's go west. 393 west. 393 west is 393 west. Scale over the city wall. Well, I didn't realize there was a city wall there, but I guess that's what we're going to do. And it's going to cost me 4 dice. It is a move action, or it's just 4 dice. I can't do anything about it. All right, that goes there. The star can go here. Well, it had to be a purple. These are going to hurt me. Let's spin one of these to re-roll the heart. I'll take that. And let's spend another one to re-roll the time. That's perfect. Setback. All right, scaling the wall. As you climb the wall, you reflect on how you've sometimes taken having friendly neighbors for granted. Go to card 790. All right, 790 is here. An ancient tome, somehow impervious to the elements, rests on a pedestal overlooking the northeast corner of the city. I can translate, ask, build. Ooh, maybe I want to build something. That would do this. Let's try it. I've got 2 green, so if it's expensive, I can cash those in. Green build 790. 790. Build a better stand for the book. Well, all right. Such an important book deserves a truly important pedestal. The author of the book takes notice and decides to put a better copy of the book on the stand and gives you the older copy. Gain item 1045, but it costs 3 dice. I'm going to spend both green to reduce that to 1 die. And I got a setback, which is fine. So I gain item 1045. 1045 is the book of elementals. When a cube is placed, each player gains a cube on any card. Oh, when placed, each player gains a cube on any card. Nice. Well, let's go ahead and put 1 here because it says I can cash 1 in to view page 24 of the book of Vantages. So I could look at it at some point. Maybe I'll do that in a moment. All right, here, like I said, I already did the build, and it didn't say continue, so that's all I can do. Do I want to cash that in? View page 24. Let's do it. I'll cash this in. Page 24 of the Spiral book. Page 24. The Book of Elementals. Says you may look at this until the end of the turn. The wind elemental. The swift wind is revered as the creator of air. It can leave you breathless by sucking the air out of your lungs. Leaf. The ever-growing leaf is viewed as the creator of botanical. It can renew things. Circuit, fire, gold, energy, wood, metal, water, stone, sinew, and sand. Most of these don't seem good. Sand elemental can co-warp the fabric of time, causing people to lose minutes and hours. That doesn't sound good. The sinew is deep-seated desire to ravage has cost many their lives. The metal elemental wields a powerful magnetic gun that instantly attracts metal objects. Gold. The opulent gold is glorified as the creator of wealth and luck. Its greed will loosen your purse. You're going to lose money. The jovial stone can cause chaos with tumbling stones. Its chaotic evil tendency can cause a loss of skills, drain morale, heat. It doesn't sound like any of these are like what I want to deal with. All right. Well, we've read the book. So what do we want to do next? Well, we can go north, south, east, or west. And if I go north, it looks like there's a building down there. So let's go 790 north. You don't roll the die. You just do a depart action. And it'll tell you how many dice to roll. Depart north 790. 790 north is... Exit north of the city. Costs 3. 1, 2, 3. This is just a standard action. Oh, nice. These two go here, and the star, I can't place it. Can't place it anywhere. So I lose a morale. I could re-roll it, but I don't want to lose health. I've got to be careful. All right, so I'm doing 790 north. 790 north. Exit east. Exit north of the city. Vast dunes await you to the north. Go to 349. All right, 349. All right. I hear a voice in my head. This is a weeping asterisk, a flower sacred to the wind's sentience. Sadly, unlike the nearby tower, this specimen has withered in the sun. Well, I could do another craft. Let's craft. Let's see what that is. And I could put something here. Craft is 349 green. Craft a dingsbum from the energy surging through the tower. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to let me craft something to protect the flower. 349 craft. Costs 2 dice. Well, unfortunately, I only have 1, so all these come back into here. I will roll 2 dice. I'm doing a green action. And this goes here, and this I can put nowhere. Which means this drops. All right. 349. Craft a ding. You weave the tower's energy into something pleasant. Gain item 1097. All right. 1097. I have an energy dingsbum. Looks like a bracelet. Craft into an advanced item. But it can store something purple, something orange with a thing. Okay. Spinning energy 3 and thing. Craft into an advanced item. Energy arrows or an oil torch. Interesting. All right. I'll put that here. And I can scale. Observe. Well, I already did. I crafted, and it said I couldn't continue. So let's go to the north again. Let's approach the tower. 349 north. 349 departing. 349 north. Trudge over the sand. Okay. 3 dice, and I'm doing a depart action. All right. These go here. The heart, unfortunately, I can't put that anywhere. Wow. Let's re-roll it and hope for something I can do. Perfect. All right. 349 to the north. Trudging over the sand, even wilted, the flower has a graceful beauty. You hope to see more of them. Go to 179. Okay. Man, this thing's sending me all over the place. 179. All right. 179. Huge flowers sprout from the arid ground. The sentient tending to them doesn't seem to notice you. I need a shelter. Well, craft is an option here. Whisper, spy, sneak, consume, craft. Let's try to craft again. Craft 179. Craft a floral item. 1 die. All right. It's a green, and it's a star, and I can put that right there for no cost. 179 says, gain item 1096. From the petals you create a novelty. 1096. Now I have a leaf novelty. Craft into an advanced item. All I can do with these is craft them into advanced items. All right. And now I have to keep moving. Let's go west, 178. We'll flip it over. I need to roll a die. It's a star, and it's a move. I did I did a depart action. So the star can go here. Actually, hold on. If I put it here, I get one. Let's do that. I'm going to put it here to gain a cube here. Okay. Ascension approaches you, gesturing towards the flowers. I can dance, examine, trade, nurture, consume, or pluck. Let's nurture. Something's going on here. They like these flowers. So 178 nurture. Nurture the flowers, 3 dice. This is a green action. And I'm in this area, so, oh no, I'm not. Never mind. Nope, I am in this area though. All right, that's good. The star, and I'm doing a green. This is not good because the heart, green, 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 green. I got nothing, and I have no cubes. So the heart moves here, but unfortunately, my morale is done. I don't see anything else I can do. And I've used all my things, so this drops to 0, which means I take the take storybook, which is the yellow, and I go to 1591, read the mission. Yeah, 1591. I got pretty far on this one. I got a lot of stuff too. 1591. You traveled to this planet to create a settlement, but you are exhausted. If you completed the destiny, I didn't. If you completed the mission, I did not. If you feel you had a fair shot in the game, taking knowledge that you gained to use in future attempts. I will take that. All right. Well, one of these days, I'm actually going to win one of these. A lot of people have commented on the Facebook group and online that this is a hard game. They make it quite a ways, but then eventually they run out of resources. And playing solo is especially hard because you don't have other humans or other explorers that you can use their holding spot here. So it's a little tougher than most. But I like it. I'm going to keep playing it. I think what I'm going to do, I made this board to hold the cards so they don't slip around and also hold my tokens. I think I'm going to make a matching one for this because these things get moved and knocked and I don't want to forget where they are. And also I'd like to have a place that can hold the dice and the cards so that they don't slip around. So I think I'm going to make a matching one. Anyway, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of Vantage. I'll be back very soon with another game. Until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.